Football has given us iconic goals, epic rivalries, and unforgettable moments. But on June 24th, 2014, the beautiful game gave us something different. It gave us a bite heard around the world. No, not a tackle, not a headbutt, a literal bite. And the man behind it, none other than Luis Suarez, the Uruguayan forward who just couldn't keep his teeth to himself. This is the story of the day Suarez bit the world again. Luis Suarez, a genius with the ball at his feet, a striker feared by goalkeepers and defenders alike. Born in Salto, Uruguay in 1987, Suarez grew up in a tough environment where football wasn't just a passion, it was survival. From Nacional in Uruguay to Ajax to Liverpool and eventually Barcelona, Suarez's rise was meteoric. He wasn't just talented, he was unstoppable. Goals, assists, flair, passion. But alongside the brilliance came the madness. Suarez had a dark side, a fire that burned so intensely that it sometimes exploded in ways the world wasn't ready for. And it all started, or should we say, continued, in Brazil, 2014. The 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil was a spectacle, football's biggest stage, bright lights, samba drums, and global attention. Uruguay, led by Suarez and Edinson Cavani, had a tough group, Group D, featuring Italy, England, and Costa Rica. After a shocking loss to Costa Rica and a heroic brace from Suarez against England, Uruguay found themselves needing a win against Italy in their final group stage game. Everything was on the line. Tensions were sky high. And Suarez? He was on edge. Now, let's be clear. This wasn't Suarez's first brush with dental aggression. In 2010, while playing for Ajax, he bit PSV's Otman Bakel. That earned him a 7-match ban. Then in 2013, in the Premier League, Suarez bit Chelsea's Branislav Ivanovic. That got him a 10-match ban. The world thought he'd learned his lesson. Spoiler alert, he didn't. June 24th, 2014. Uruguay versus Italy. 0-0, 79th minute. The match was tight, aggressive, and full of fouls. Uruguay needed a goal to go through. Italy just needed a draw. Then it happened. Luis Suarez was jostling with Italy's veteran defender Giorgio Chiellini inside the box. It was physical, typical of high-stakes football. Then suddenly, Suarez lunged toward Chiellini with his mouth. Chiellini jumped back in shock, pulling down his shirt to reveal clear bite marks on his left shoulder. The cameras zoomed in. The images went viral within seconds. Suarez, he dropped to the ground holding his teeth as if he had been the victim. Referee Marco Rodriguez, he didn't see it. No red card, no yellow. Play resumed. Moments later, Uruguay scored. Diego Godin headed in a corner, and just like that, Italy were out, and Uruguay were through. The football world erupted. Twitter exploded. Memes flooded the internet. Commentators couldn't believe what they'd seen. Did he actually bite him? The answer was yes, and the world had seen it live. Suarez's past came rushing back like a flood. This was the third time. Not once, not twice, but 3 times he had bitten an opponent during a match. Pundits demanded action. Fans were furious. Sponsors panicked. FIFA launched an immediate investigation. Chiellini, speaking after the match, said, "Suarez is a sneak, and he gets away with it because FIFA wants their stars on the pitch. I'd just like FIFA to show the images. Then they'll see the bite marks on my shoulder." Even Suarez's own country was divided. While many defended him, others were tired of the drama, and football fans worldwide had one burning question: why does Luis Suarez keep biting people? On June 26, 2014, just 2 days after the incident, FIFA dropped the hammer. Luis Suarez was banned from all football-related activity for 4 months. He was suspended for 9 international matches, making it the longest World Cup ban in FIFA history. He was also fined over $100,000 and banned from entering any stadium during the tournament. Uruguay appealed. Fans protested. Some even claimed Suarez was being persecuted, but FIFA stood firm. He was sent home from Brazil, alone. Suarez released a statement saying, "I lost my balance, fell on my opponent, and hit my face against him." But nobody believed it. Days later, he issued a full apology, and even Chiellini forgave him. If you thought the bite would be the end of Suarez's career, think again. Just weeks after the ban, Barcelona signed him for 82 million, making him one of the most expensive players of all time. And what happened next? Pure magic. Suarez joined Lionel Messi and Neymar to form one of the deadliest trios football has ever seen. MSN. Goals rained down, trophies were lifted, and Suarez, for the most part, stayed out of trouble. With Barcelona, he won the treble in his first season. He won La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League, and many more. He silenced his critics, at least with his feet, not his mouth. But the question lingers, why did he bite? Why 3 times? Psychologists weighed in. Some said it was a form of primitive aggression, a loss of emotional control under intense pressure, a learned behavior from childhood. Others simply called it a coping mechanism gone wrong. Suarez himself admitted in interviews that he had a flawed personality and sought professional help after the 2014 incident. He promised to change, and to his credit, he did. The bite didn't define Suarez, but it will always be a part of his story. A stain on a brilliant career, a moment of madness that overshadowed moments of magic. To this day, fans chant about it. Opponents joke about it. Commentators reference it every time Suarez gets frustrated. But love him or hate him, you can't deny this. Luis Suarez is one of the greatest strikers of his generation. He bit 3 players, yes, but he also bit back at every critic who said he was finished. The 2014 bite wasn't just a scandal, it was a global event, a meme, a lesson in rage, redemption, and raw humanity on the world's biggest stage. Luis Suarez, the man, the myth, the biter, gave us one of the most surreal stories in football history. A story that made the world gasp, laugh, and shake its head all at once. And that, my friends, was the day Suarez bit the world again.